find that it's way easier to be funny around your friends? Like your friends will laugh at all the stupid things you say, even the corny jokes, the puns, whatever. It's because they like you. They like you a lot. They want to like laugh and be happy around you. Think about the person that you despise at the office, one of your coworkers that you hate. You ever laugh at their jokes? Even if they happen to be funny, you probably wouldn't laugh because you dislike them so much. So this kind of like dinner party friend kind of cheat to be funny, you got to kind of develop that with the audience when you're a comic. You have to develop this rapport with them and develop like a friendship very quickly. Because once they're your friend, then that does a lot of the heavy lifting. And your jokes don't have to be as strong. Like if they do happen to be really strong, then it's just going to take it to the next level. There's lots of ways that you can make it so that the audience becomes your friend. The easiest way, most common way, is a lot of comics use self-deprecating humor. You know, if you make fun of yourself, then you seem like a really nice guy, and that's like a friendly thing, right? You're not punching up, you're not punching down, you're punching even. You're punching evenly at yourself, like a Fight Club thing, punching yourself out. Once you do that, then you seem like this nice guy, and you can make fun of other people after that, and it's easy because now they like you. If their friend is making fun of someone or being slightly on the line racist, that's okay. We know this guy. He's a good guy. You can make fun of an entire race. I like him. It's not like the asshole who is truly racist. My friend, not racist. Likeable guy. Punching up, punching down. If you guys don't know what that means, you know, punching down is like making fun of a marginalized group. Punching up is opposite, and punching up is okay because you're allowed. It's okay. It's generally okay to make fun of some privileged group, whereas it's not as nice to make fun of someone already like marginalized or in an unfair position. Making fun of yourself, self-deprecating humor, you're just punching evenly, right? You're making fun of yourself. And that's always okay. There's a lot of performance tricks to be likable. Smile a lot. I actually found that my jokes got at least 30% funnier if I smiled while I was telling the joke. I don't know, it's just like a cue that I'm enjoying myself, and then people enjoy themselves. I think there's been studies where if you see someone smiling, you'll want to smile too. I don't know, there's a natural mirroring habit that humans have. So smile more, make eye contact, you know, be lively if you can. I try. I'm not super lively, but I had a video up, my first televised appearance at the Winnipeg Comedy Festival, and one of the highest rated comment was, what a polite, friendly comic, you know, like, and you know, I wasn't being calculated at that point, but like she also pointed out that I would say thank you whenever they applauded. And that was something that's just, I guess, my Canadian side. The audience was so nice when I performed, and they would applaud a lot of my lines, and I felt so much appreciation that I would always say thank you after they applauded.
That's why I won't tell a girl I'm Asian until the third date. Thank you.
There's this term in screenwriting called save the cat. And it's a scene where, for example, someone could literally save the cat. And by doing this, you kind of show and not tell the audience that this character is a nice guy. He's a good guy, you know? People like that. People like the good guy, friendly guy, and this is another thing you could do. You could have a save the cat moment in your stand-up set. Tell an anecdote where you do something nice, or maybe it's like a self-deprecating anecdote. some kind of story or joke that puts you in a good light, that shows you're a good guy, and then they'll like you. And because they like you, they'll like your other jokes, or they'll see your other jokes through a good framework, through a friendly, I'm his friend framework. You're probably thinking about, what about comics like Anthony Jeselnik? You know, the kind of offensive jerk comic. How does things work with him? How does he do well still? He's very unlikable. No, actually, people like him a lot. They like him despite his asshole character. And I think it's because he's a very, very good writer. People like competency. Like, if you're good at something, people will like that. Like, he's so good at writing mean things that people are okay with it and they like him. I think if you watch that TV show Breaking Bad, like, Walt is a terrible character. He does some very questionable acts, but we like him because not only is it from his point of view, and we've seen his character growth, but also because he's very competent at his job. You know, he's very good at what he does, so we like him. And I think another reason why we would like someone like Anthony Jeselnik is that we also know that it's a character. Like, we know that he doesn't really mean it. If he was actually that guy in the office, at your workplace, no, then you wouldn't like him. But because he's on the stage, and we know it's a character that he isn't, and he's also competent at doing it, then we like him. Because, like, if he did those types of jokes that he does, where he's an asshole, but they weren't funny, he would just sound like an asshole. But because he was competent, and we also know that it's a character, then it turns out to be okay. Anyways, those are my thoughts on building rapport, having a friendly nature, and because you build this friendship with the audience, then they find everything you say a lot funnier. Do you agree that you're funnier if people like you? Tell me in the comments below. Thanks so much, and see you guys in a week.